Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
Knowing you, but just by listening to our interview.
Are you out? No, I don't. I got plenty of time. What?
What am I about to say? So you don't play beef records. Can you tell us?
I'm glad you addressed that.
Yeah, why
Thank you.
Why is that your stance?
I'm glad you addressed that. I will never. I'm gonna walk to the camera. I will never, ever, ever, ever play any Philly on Philly beef records. I don't do it. I will not do it. I won't do it. Not saying I haven't done it in the earlier years. I don't do that only because I feel like we're not winning in our city, and I feel like when you do that, that starts it just starts a fire. And you know, Philly, we take it serious. Like a lot of cats talk about, oh yeah, I mean, from different cities, not just in a city, but oh, you bought that gun. Like, nah, here we really about that. Like, I'm not saying I ain't saying I got Uzi in my back pocket, but I'm just saying they really about that. So it's like, I feel like for me, I have more responsibility of if somebody has a beef with somebody, I just won't play it. For example, I'm going to say this on record. People are like, oh, he just loved me. Me did a song dissing Cassidy. Cassidy did a song dissing me. I didn't play neither one of those records on the radio. Never did. Never touched me. And I won't. Because I ride with both of them. They both cool with me. And it's bigger than that. I just want nobody to say, well, if Cassidy got killed or something was happening to Meek or somebody happening, you know, not saying it would or wouldn't. I don't want nobody to say, well, man, y'all was on radio playing that, saying that, you know, and it just goes to another level. I can't speak for any other DJs that do it. That's what you want to do, fine, that's what you do. I don't do that. Because I don't feel like our city is not winning that way anyway. Like, we're just not winning. Like, it's just not going to go. That's the first interview I've done in a while. I don't usually do interviews. I'm doing it.
All right, so to close out the beef question, 50 Cent was just on Fox 29.
Yeah.
Talked to Q Deezy.
With Q Deezy.
Yeah, with
By the way, me and Q Deezy, we had a beef. We all right, we cool now.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying, he mentioned it, he said y'all two in a room. So
nah, we cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some differences. You know, Q kind of like was like my family. You know, I would say I started out. Well, I didn't start the come up show with Q. I started the come up show with Wongest, and Q was the co-host. And then the Wongest situation, Wongest left, and then you know Q slid into the spot. So me and Q have history together. You know, I could never ever front on that. You know, we had some differences, and a lot of people didn't know about it. A lot of people, like we didn't speak for years. Mm-hmm. I never, once again, never said anything about it on radio. No, I just don't do that. I don't really like personal things that go on. I just don't really discuss them on the radio or social media. But yeah, 50. We were at somewhere and 50 set it up, and we sat and we talked, and you know, we had tea and cookies and everything was good. It is what it is.
All right,
so I got, you know.
$1 million question. I think, I don't know if it was Kiss or somebody like that who said, you know, you should start your own label. You should, you know what I mean? You should do something like what Khaled did, have his own label.
Oh God, why do you ask me this question?
So what happened? Why, you know, you could really put the city in your back, you know.
Well, do I gotta answer that question? Do I really gotta answer
like, you know, what happened? Like, why, you know?
Well, that whole Jadakiss situation, you know, Jada, I'll say Jason, not Jada, because I don't know Jada. Jason was just, he was in a moment. He was like, yo, you should do this, do that. We should do it together. Okay, I'm still standing in this camera. We should do it together. I wanna touch on this. I'm a different kind of dude. Me personally, I don't like doing what everybody else does. Meaning, like everybody, if you notice, everybody, Clue and Flex was one of the first DJs to put out, well, in the new millennium, because there were other DJs before them that put out albums, but they were the first ones to do it commercially and successful at it. They were doing albums. I just feel like I never wanted to get into what somebody else is doing. Did I ever think about it and entertain it, or think about entertaining it? Maybe so, but I just didn't want to do it myself. So it's kind of like, I feel like Khaled. Khaled's a good friend of mine. Khaled has to be the best. So if I jump in that lane, I'm doing what he's doing. I just don't, I'm a different kind of dude. I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. I just like that. Like, I'm doing some other things that nobody knows, but I venture into things that I don't like doing what the next man's doing. That's just how I am. There's no disrespect.
We can respect that, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But just to answer this question, giving you a label deal, if you wanted to do it, no matter what the percentage is, publishing, whatever you wanted, whatever money you wanted, right now, who would you sign?
See,
yeah, baby.
This guy. I sign you. How about that? I'll sign you. I'll sign you.
You know, that's step number one. But what artist would you sign?
Didn't you say he was a rapper?
I can start rapping.
You just say he was a rapper, right?
Yeah. If you give me a deal, I'll start rapping. So you know.
Shoot, man. I just wouldn't entertain it. I'm just leave it at that. I just wouldn't entertain it. And this is what I'm saying. I want other people. Oh, that's is that what I think it is? Put that camera on her, Rick. Put it. She like, yo.
I'm a PR girl.
Oh man, you got ice too? Oh, you're the greatest. Yo, she's the greatest. She's the greatest. Anyway, you know what? I kind of want somebody to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. There's no, God, you're the greatest. Are you gonna have my next child? Are you? I know it. I'm kidding. Thanks a lot. I want to see that happen. But that's something that I don't want to jump into. I don't want to jump into that arena. Me personally, like it's not. Like it's not. Okay, I don't want to help nobody. No, I don't. You got a hot record. It's hot. It's buzzing. You buzzing. I'm gonna play it. That's something I just don't. Me myself, I don't want to get into, and I don't want to entertain.
Okay.
That's it.
That's you know, that's respectable.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
Because you know, I feel like even a lot of people that I named earlier, I would like for them to win. But as far as me, I just feel like I would be doing what everybody else is doing. Like it's just, I'm waiting to see the DJ that, you know, he's doing something that's totally different. Because every DJ it's the norm now. I got an artist, here, play my artist. Or I got a record label. Who's not doing it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody's doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make that my bread and butter. I just don't.
All right, so how do you feel about several artists have been quoted saying that, you know, the radio's losing its impact. They don't need the, you know, radio because, you know, the internet is breaking more artists than the radio these days. How do you feel about that?
Everybody's opinion. Okay. I mean, that's your opinion, great. I'm not mad. I don't get mad about that stuff. Okay. If I am mad, you won't know it. You just won't know it. I'm not gonna get on here. Oh, I'm just not doing it. Like, all right, cool.
I mean, but like, what's your thoughts on that? Just, you know, do you feel like the internet is breaking more artists, or do you feel like,
I feel like the internet has definitely made definitely an impact for people to be known. Like your Wiz Khalifa was known from the internet. Like, he wasn't on mainstream. See what I mean? Artists like him, artists like Mac Miller. I think with certain artists that, even Chief Keef, I think certain artists that it helps them do what they do. Okay. But you know, just as far as just every artist, no. Because now it gets to a point that the one thing about artists, what they do wrong, is they try to do the same formula that everybody else did. For example, it's a true statement. 50 Cent.
Okay.
50 Cent broke from what? Mixtapes. everybody does mixtapes now. Like everybody thinks I'm gonna do this mixtape or keep doing mixtapes, and that's gonna get me hot. Keep forgetting, you need them songs. You need them songs. You need them songs. You need a whole bunch of everything to really, you know, pop. I mean, radio is just the icing on the cake. Like if you're doing your work and people really like you, because once again, the only reason why I'm saying Meek, because that's something that I can use for right now.
It's the last example.
Meek had the streets. Meek had the songs. So with a combination of that and the radio just sealed the deal. Like, all right, that seals the deal. So if you have those things, you know, that just helps you out. You know, move forward.
Shout my hip hop since 1987 niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.